Welcome to Empowerment Through Intuition, where tonight we are going to be talking about manifestation, how to bring it into our lives. I'm Nora Truscello, and you guys already know me. I'm an author, I'm a lecturer. I love intuition, and that's why I do this. And my best friend and partner in crime, go ahead.
Hi, my name's Chris Gurganus, and I'm a psychic and a medium and a healer and a teacher. And we work well together, Nora and I. We just love to manifest, manifest, manifest money and good wishes and careers and opportunities everywhere we turn around.
Hi, Holden. Honey, put your comments over in the comment section, guys. Remember, questions drop down into the Q&A section. Those of you who are already logged on, just feel free, jump right in and get started whenever you want. There was something I wanted to say and I just lost it. Oh, well, at least my mic's working. Hey, Dave, I'm working tonight, huh? Thanks for last week. I manifested Dave on the show to make sure it worked right.
Dave's our little IT guy in the audience.
Yeah, sometimes I think I'm going to pack you up and get you over here to help me stop having all my little troubles. So, how do we manifest? Most of you guys have heard all of this stuff before. So, anybody who has any additional things or actual experiences, please feel free to jump in. But I'm going to focus on one part that I very rarely hear about, and that is manifestation. Yes, you have to visualize it, you have to have the intent, but you have to have high integrity. What do I mean by that? I mean really high integrity, guys. You got to be doing 55 when the speed limit's 55. Chris.
Never, not me. I got a PBA card in my wallet. What do you got?
When you say to yourself, I'm going to work out every day this week, and you don't, that's a breach of integrity. You think because you told yourself, but you told nobody else, it's okay. And those
I'm in the toilet with the
breaches,
with the
oh,
tidy
I'm
bowl, man.
so bad with that. Let me tell you, my integrity is zilch when it comes to I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Yeah, right. I just finally stopped saying I'm doing it because I don't want to keep on affecting my integrity. Now, do you have to have perfect integrity? Of course not. If that was the case, I could never manifest anything. I mean, Chris and I basically manifested this Facebook show that we have a blast with every week, and it's going to be a year in October. I mean, we just manifested this out of nothing. We just said let's make this happen. I mean, there are other things that we do, but high level stuff really does require high level integrity. I'm just throwing that out there to put a little snag in all of it. And if
And the
it's
other thing that you have to really think about is worthiness, because a lot of us will shoot ourselves in the foot because we don't think we're worthy. We say we want it, but we're like, God, I don't really think I'm going to get it because. Get that out of there. The negative Nellies hit the bricks. I'm
I'm
manifesting. I'm worth it.
and that's me. That's me big time. It's like I got all these opportunities that are lining up. It's really exciting. And I'm self-sabotaging because it's like, oh, in the back of my head is this stupid little conversation of I'm not good enough. If you have that, no matter what you want to manifest, you'll sabotage it. So you really have to catch it. And every time you catch it, say, yeah, but that's an old story from my childhood. Yeah, but that's not the reality today. Of course, I'm worth it. I'm God's child. Yeah,
I'm going for it and I'm getting it.
there you go. Get fierce like Chris. And what's interesting,
Yeah.
Chris brought that up at the same time Halton threw up a question. I have constant fears that other people are better than me. Do your guides have any advice? Well, I'm going to start off without the guides and tell you um, a lot of us have fears that other people are better than us. And a lot of people are better than us. And a lot of people are not better than us. There are over 5 billion people in this world, honey. There'll always be those that are better, and there'll always be those less fortunate. That being said, let's see if you guys have anything.
Yeah, because as long as you know in your heart that God is going to give you all that you need and all that you deserve, you just have to believe in that, and you have to stop limiting what you think he thinks you deserve. Don't think for him. He's quite capable of thinking for all of us, but we're not capable of thinking for him. Trust and believe. Because I'll ask for things and I'll be like, okay, however you want to deliver it, just send me a sign, it's on its way. And I'll get a little sign that says it's on its way. And I'll be like, okay. And I just sit there like a little kid on Christmas waiting for it. And I'm like, okay, where is it? Anybody? Where is it? And then all of a sudden it shows up. And Nora's like, how the hell did you do that? I'm like, I asked and then I waited and I was excited. And you just have to really be excited and know that your excitement is contagious in heaven. They get excited when you get excited.
Okay,
Somebody put on there, Halden put on, what matters to me is if God would forgive me for anything unconditionally. Of course he
of
would.
course he would. He already did that when he sent Jesus to die on the cross, honey.
Yeah, we
All of
already
that's
won
over.
that war.
However, if you intentionally say you decided to massacre somebody, I mean, you're going to do it and you know God's going to forgive you, so you're going to go ahead and do it. It doesn't quite work like that. God will forgive you. You got it. He's going to forgive you, but that doesn't mean there isn't consequences for what you do, not
Right.
just in this lifetime but in that next life. So yeah, God's going to forgive me for everything that I've ever done, but I'm going to have to pay my dues. So don't take this as a get out of jail free card.
It's not. It
It's
truly
not
isn't.
even by a little.
And believe me, you have an agenda when you come into this life and you get up there and you get past, you get what we call past life review. And God goes, okay, let's see. This is all the things you're supposed to do. Let's check how many boxes you got done. And then he's like, okay, now let's bring out all the people that you hurt. And let's see, did you do it on purpose or was it an accident? How'd this all work out? And you get to feel their emotions. Well, that's a whole nother kettle of fish. So are you getting away free and scot free because you know that God is like a parent and he's going to forgive you? Yes and no. You might get forgiven, but you have to also understand there are consequences and you're going to honor them.
Okay, so that all falls back to the whole integrity thing and feeling worthy. All of that is necessary. You have to feel worthy and you have to have integrity if we're going to manifest. So let's try something simple. All of you think of something, and please don't make it find a parking spot, because we all do that. And by the way, Chris and I are really good at that. I want something a little bit more challenging. Hell yes. uh, I'll read her question in a minute. Manifest something a little bit more. So think of something. Um, Maybe somebody at work brings you a cup of coffee that you would never bring you a cup of coffee before, even if it's just from the little kitchen area. It's not like they had to buy it for you. Or say you're going to manifest $5 tomorrow, not 25 cents, $5. You're going to manifest $5. Now, you're not going to say how it's going to come to you. You're just going to manifest it. Big rule. When you're manifesting, we do not tell the universe how to make it happen. If you tell the universe how to make it happen, you just like threw all these brakes on, threw in all these wrenches, and now it's like, yeah, really? Are you kidding me? I could have given it to her tomorrow, but she just told me I have to have it come through this guy instead of just have $5 come to me. So I want everybody to manifest $5. So we're going to do a real quick little thing. And we're going to leave it open to the universe. You all right with that, Chris? Sound like fun?
I'm all right.
All
Halden
right.
wants to manifest world peace. I'm for that one too.
um, Holden, forget about the Madeline McCain disappearance, honey. We really can't help you with that. But leave that to Chris. So in a few minutes, we're going to do that. We're going to manifest $5. We're going to have it within 24 hours. is the only reason we're putting one little thing on it, one little restraint, just so you can see the power of it. Not, but we're not going to say how. And it's a right to put time. And it's you have to be unattached. Okay, we're going to go into all that. Let's see Gina's question. Hell yes, I want Chris. I want what Chris said is coming to me, especially my star card. Ladies, am I better this week? I've really been working on getting rid of the negativities to keep those doors open. Anything else I need to do? I'm actually feeling like she's lighter and a little better. I mean, you're
Mhm.
still struggling. You still got to keep working at it.
She
It's
can work
but
at
not being
manifesting it.
tense. Yeah, how about that? How about manifesting peace in your life? So while the rest of us are doing a $5 a manifestation, I want you to do peace in your life.
Peace, love, joy, and happiness. How about that?
Right. And hold and forget about manifesting world peace. We are human. We are not the Christ. The Christ came to do that and they crucified him. So it ain't happening. Not through us little people. We can you want to manifest world peace? Start first with loving yourself and then loving your family and
And
then
loving your
loving your
community.
neighbors and the people around you. You unconditionally love people around you. It's contagious, it spreads. It's just like anger and evil spreads, love spreads. That's how world peace happens. If everybody truly, unconditionally loved their family, never mind their neighbors, love their family, we are so connected in this world, so interconnected in this world, that there's no way anyone would hurt anybody else. So, anyway, let's jump into this manifestation of $5. So, the few basics things are visualization. You really got to see it in your mind's eye, you got to believe it. So, when you close your eyes for these few moments, I want you to actually see a $5 bill. And Gina, you're going to just see a calm, peaceful presence. You got to believe that it is truly possible. Here's the thing that I love to talk about with manifestation. The very first words of the Bible are um, first there was the Word, WORD. First there was the Word. God spoke us into existence. First was the Word. Boom, He spoke into existence everything over the 7-day period, however you want to do it with Genesis. Okay, so He spoke us into existence. And here's the next thing you want to look at. We are made in His image and likeness. Well, how are we like God? What is the image we have of God? It's our ability to speak things into existence. So I know it's a lousy $5. Let's speak it into existence. And those of you who really want something big, go for it. You want peace with your brother-in-law. You want your dog to be healthy, who's going to the vet tomorrow. Your kitty has a problem. Manifest that. Never mind the $5. Those of us who don't really have anything in particular to grab onto, use the $5 example. All right, so manifest. I want to manifest something specific, right, Chris? Gina, I'm going to shoot you. What about walking that fine line of not infringing on someone else's free will? You're not going to manifest that. I want you to manifest something that is absolutely measurable. God spoke us into existence. We can use the same image and likeness. We speak into existence that which we want to create. By the way, you do this anyway. Your entire life is exactly as it is because you visualize it, you know it, you believe it, you speak it, and it's there. I hate my job. I hate my job. I hate my job. I hate my job. Well, of course you hate your job. You manifest it. You create it. Oh, but you don't know. You have no right to say that. You don't know the assholes I work with. I do use French. You know? But all of that is manifesting. You believe it, you see it, you know it. Start changing that, and you change your reality. Am I going on too long?
Nope.
Okay. Think we're good and we can jump into a quick exercise? What do you say, guys? You good on the chat? Throw up there. Let me know if we're good for a quick exercise in doing this, and I'll stop talking about it and just experience it. Those of you on Facebook, you're missing a lot of fun. Get over here on this side. All right, Carolina's got it. She's telling me yes, yes. Okay. Uh, several times. All right. This is really simple. Close your eyes. Exhale. Exhale as much as you can before inhaling. Inhale really large. And as you let go, invite your body to relax. And now pretend you're looking at a television set in your mind. Just turn on that little television set, and bzzz, it comes up, and you see what it is you're going to manifest. $5 or something else. Just know, you don't know how it's going to happen, but that $5 will be yours by 9 o'clock tomorrow. It will be there because you believe it, because you spoke it into existence. I will have, and in your mind repeat this, or even say it out loud. Say it out loud is more powerful. I will have $5
$5
by
by
tomorrow
tomorrow
at this time.
this time.
I don't know how it's coming, and I don't need to know how it's coming, but it's going to come as a surprise. It's going to come unexpected. Now just reach out and grab it and stick it in your pocket. Right off that little television screen in your mind and stick it in your pocket and be grateful. Thank you. Thank you for showing me, Lord, how easy that was. And I'm going to honor you today and tomorrow by watching my integrity. And that's it. Open your eyes. I'm going to get a whole bunch of messages by next week, right, guys? I want to see lots of chatter about this. By tomorrow, I expect to see got my 5, got my 5, got my 5. I want Facebook wondering what the hell are they talking about? Is this a secret code? They got their 5. Excuse me, everyone.
Okay, there's a note on here on the webinar chat from Casey Hughes, Nora. Why is my life so chaotic? So much going on, a lot of negativity.
Casey, well, first of all, you should follow the rules and your life wouldn't be so hectic. Put the questions in the Q and L. Okay, all kidding aside, but I'm not kidding. See, that's all part of it, guys. So you're manifesting chaos. You're manifesting chaos. Questions and answers go in the question and answer section. Chat goes in the chat section. But you live that way, so things become chaotic. So since we're doing manifestation, I can't pass that up. I had to throw that in there. Okay, now I'll be nice and do a quick read. You want to start?
Well, I get that there's a lot of chaos going on around you because you've got too many people, Casey, with too many opinions. And I feel like there's a group or a large group of people always like right around you or in your home. And I get you just have to set some boundaries and things will calm down. And you can't feel from your heart for everybody's situation. You just have to kind of close some of that off. And the financial issues that I'm picking up around you will settle down once you make those boundaries clear.
I'm picking up a sick child too, someone like 2 years old. I don't know if you're caring for a child or is it your own child? Um, or you're just really dealing with a person who has a sick child and you're getting emotionally pulled in, like Chris said. I don't, Chris, it's like so loud. I can't, and that's all I'm getting is something about a child. So,
Okay.
but
I
I'm
just got a lot of
asking,
people
yeah,
busy
yeah.
group.
So I'm asking, is this child? It's like I'm tending to think the child somebody in the group that Chris is talking about, but it's
She
really
feels
pulling your
responsible.
attention, really pulling your attention, really pulling your, like you got to make a difference there. And believe me, honey, I understand. Sometimes we feel like we're the only ones. And it's a hard lesson to learn that no, we're not. And if we walk away, somebody else would have to step up. And if they don't, is it really our responsibility? And I struggle with that too, because it's, we're all brothers. Sorry, we're all brothers and sisters, or whatever the new terms are, but you get what I'm saying. We're all supposed to care for each other. Um, but sometimes caring means walking away and allowing the other person to stumble and find their way. So that would reduce your chaos if you took advantage of what Chris is saying too.
Setting boundaries.
Set big boundaries. Can you manifest for something for somebody else? That's a real good question. I
Well,
would say no, but go ahead, Chris.
that would interfere with their free
Free
will.
will. That's why. Yeah, that's why
And
I would
there's
say no.
certain ethical boundaries the other side will not cross, and free will is one of them. Even God himself will not cross your free will. If you say, I don't want to do it, who's he to tell you? He gave that to us as a gift, and the angels are like, that's a free will. We don't touch that.
Right.
And they'll even come and tell me sometimes. I'll ask for an answer, and they'll be like, the
Can't do
person
it.
hasn't made the decision yet, and they're not going to because their free will is like all tangled up. And I'll be like, okay,
The best way to handle something for somebody else is to just keep it in prayer, like
pray for their
pray
highest
for,
good.
right, their highest good. And if it includes what I would like, Lord, this is what I would like for them, please have it happen in a way that doesn't interfere with them, but blesses them. So, yeah, sorry, because let me tell you, we'd all be manifesting for our children. Carolina, big manifesting in a very big way. Ooh, in the process of launching my own business, super excited, but even so, often I find myself in fear. Everything I'm doing is brand new, and I never spent much time seeing myself where I am now. How do I continue to manifest while keeping my momentum? Yeah, I'm going to ask Chris the same question because I'm in the same place. Chris, how?
You guys are like little kids. How do
Oh,
I
it's
fix it?
so much fun
Mommy.
doing your own business and starting it up and creating this baby, and you want to stay in momentum. I get it.
Well, I also understand because I've had my own business for almost 10 years now, maybe a little bit longer. And I have areas where there were peaks and there are valleys, but you always have to understand when there's change, Carolina, it's going to be rough in the beginning because nobody likes change, and change is scary. And it's just like, oh, am I really supposed to do this? And what I do is I pray. I pray a lot, and then I talk to the angels, and I just say to them, this is what my idea is, and I'm going to try it. And I try 3 times, and if something doesn't work out right, it's just kind of like the three strikes you're out rule. That wasn't supposed to happen, and it wasn't going to go forward. And they talk about it in spiritual language as well, and they say if it's meant to be, all the doors, God will open all the doors easily for you. So when you start feeling like you're pressing up against the wall and you're running into that wall, that's their way of saying don't do that. But as long as you're getting an idea, it starts with an idea, I notice. And then you get this little tinkling of an idea. And then you talk about it and you think about it, and then you follow that little chord of an idea, and then wow, some other doors open. And then you follow that idea. And it kind of becomes like a maze, and you just walk through it. Nora and I did it the other day when we were working on some marketing issues. And it just started from one conversation led to another. And, I talked to the angels in between. I'm like, hey guys, what do you think about that? La 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 la. And Nora's like, okay, that works for me. And we got busy doing it. Um, so it's a lot of different ways you can do it, but you have to use your intuition. You have to trust your guts. And I always start with prayer
Trust your gut
because,
after you checked your intuitive footprint. Sorry.
right. And after I start with prayer first because the
Yes.
first thing I said to Nora was, I haven't prayed enough. I can't start this. I haven't prayed enough. We got to go start some prayers. She's like, okay, let's go. So we did that, then we did the intuitive footprint. We checked with our higher self and our inner self whether this was good or not, and whether we were going to get what we wanted out of it. And it really works if you just follow the little lead and you just keep going, and the momentum will take you forward as long as you're following it with a true heart and you're excited. The more you get excited and the more you dare to dream, the more they'll give you. They'll be like, oh, look, that's what you want. Here you go. It's Christmas. Every day can be Christmas.
I'm
I
not
mean,
at the Christmas every day yet, but I'm working on it. I'm close.
and sometimes if you get too depressed, you can also shut the faucet off. So when I feel like I did something to get in the way of my blessing, and I call blocking my blessing, I just tell the angels, okay, these are the faucets and they must be in the off position because something's off here. So I want you to throw the faucets on and let it roll.
The other thing too, Carolina, is don't get too wrapped up in constantly producing. Um, Trust the intuition, trust what the angels are telling you, trust listening. And when they say stop, take a break, and you got 700 things sitting on your desk, stop and take a break. Otherwise, they make you take a break. They burn you out. And then they laugh at you and they make you take more time off because you didn't take that stupid little break. Trust me, they knocked me out for 10 days. Okay, hope that helps. I love this question. I got to jump to it, Sean. I got to skip over you for a second. What's an intuitive footprint? Becky, an intuitive footprint is my favorite thing in the whole wide world, and I trademark that word because it means so much to me. Intuition is so powerful. Psychic intuition, general intuition, it's amazing gifts that we are given. We are so able to communicate with the angels, with God's messengers, and with each other, and to be able to help each other. But when you are doing that, or you're just trusting your own intuition, your own instincts, you're tapping into everything, the source of everything. Well, the source of everything means everything good and everything bad. So now, wait a minute. What do you mean everything bad? God didn't create bad. Oh no, but God allow did create demons. Well, actually he created angels who rebelled, who became demons by free will, but nonetheless, they're there. He's not destroying them. He's allowing them to go through their process. So there's bad inside of the whole, not just good. Think of the yin and the yang, that little Chinese thing. So now you tap into the intuition, you're tapping into the whole, and you're coming back with this answer. How do you know who gave it to you? How do you know who in the whole sourced
Sourced it.
that information to you? You know by identifying what emotion is the message being carried on. The emotion, the message can be go buy that Cadillac. That's the Cadillac for you. I'm telling you, buy that Cadillac. And the message could come across on an emotion of joy. And if you feel the joy in the emotion, now don't think of feeling joy like, oh, this is great. I really love this Cadillac. I got to have it. Oh, I'm so happy. Not that kind of joy. You're literally going to feel an impression on your body that is identified as joy for you. And I'll get to that in just a second. I'm going on about this, guys, because this is my life. I want the world to understand this. If it was carried on the message of joy, on the emotion of joy, you would buy it and be comfortable in it. But if it was carried on, buy that Cadillac, buy that Cadillac, but the emotion behind it signaled that anger is the emotion carrying the message. You back away, you clear yourself, and you go and ask that question another day, because who was answering it for you was a darker force, a force meaning to cause you harm. And you're like, well, why would they, give me any kind of good message or any kind of positive message? Well, because evil doesn't present itself like evil. If it did, we would all be running to God. crying, burying our heads in the sand, saying, please forgive me, because we really see what evil is. It comes beautiful, it comes hidden, it comes in disguises. Now, what do I mean by feeling the emotion of joy or anger? There are subtle energies that we train ourselves to feel what it feels like when joy is present around us, not when we are in joy ourselves, and when anger is around us, and not when we are in anger ourselves. Now, my next book, which I hope to have coming out in March, I hope, is going to really dive really deep into how to take on identifying the intuitive footprint without having to actually be at a lecture that I do where we get the room to do it together, like we did in Philly and I do in other places. But basically, you're witnessing the emotion occurring out there, not within you, but you scan your body to see where are you feeling that signal. Okay, so that's the intuitive footprint, and you feel free to email me and I'll talk to you more about it if that helps. All right. Thank you for that opportunity to share. Ooh, and I didn't even manifest the opportunity, but it came anyway.
Well, we need to work on our intuition that we were talking about.
Oh, thank you, Becky. It makes sense. I'm a big empath, so I completely understand. You are welcome, and you empaths need this more than all of us. Actually, we all need it. But empaths, please start learning about the intuitive footprint. I'm
What
sorry.
book is it in?
I touch on it in book 2, The Science of Intuition, but I'm actually working on a third book, guys, that's going to make it even easier. Thanks to Carolina, who was one of the people who helped me really break it into more personal. How can we identify an intuitive footprint without going through listening, like a whole group of people expressing the emotions and building it up for the other side to feel? Carolina helped me and a couple other people find a shortcut. But we want to make sure we're going to run it by a few more trials and be very specific on how we write it up. We, meaning me, myself, and I. I don't know why I say we. But we, as in other people, are helping me do this, because without other people, I would be nowhere. They're amazing, the people who come out of the woodworks to help. All right, so we're manifesting. We're talking about manifestation. Shauna, I'm working on cleaning up financial issues and manifesting for a prosperous, stable financial future. Do you see this happening soon for me? Okay, before we jump into do we see this happening soon for you? When you are manifesting for a prosperous, stable financial future, how do you see that? Do you actually, in your mind's eye, look at a portfolio that has Shauna McWilliams on top, personal portfolio, and then dollar amounts that you want? Because if not, then you're not visualizing it to the extent you need to. You want to see your little savings book, if you're old enough to know what a savings book is. I know they don't do these things anymore, but something like that, or a deposit slip from a bank that shows your balance with a number in there. You literally want to get that specific. Okay, do you see this happening soon for me? I see the path opening soon for you within 2 to 3 months, probably more like 3 months, but happening not
Within a
so
year.
down that road. Okay, so there you go. You got it. Not bad.
Now we got to do our other thing I was telling you about, intuition.
Go ahead, girlfriend.
We're going to give away a ticket
Oh,
to
totally
our
forgot.
September show.
Damn,
I tried to hint, you just didn't pick it
I
up.
never shut up.
I
So, oh,
know,
this is
that's
so
my
much fun.
problem. We're going to give away a ticket to the September gallery opening and the gallery reading in Atlantic City. And you guys got to work for it. We're not just going to give it away, and we're not just going to pick a name out of a hat. You got to work. And we're going to make you pick the color that we already know we picked together. So the people that get it right, we're going to write their names down in a hat, and then
And
we're going to
we'll
have
pick it out
somebody
before
pick.
the end of the show, so you're going to know right away, right?
Yep.
Yeah, in the chat. You got to be in the chat. So you guys on Facebook, please jump over. Um, and just in the chat area, put down a color that you intuitively sense, feel, smell, taste, see. And if you are correct, we will not, we will just look at the colors. We are not going to call out, anything. So we don't give it away. And Chris and I will, actually, somebody in Chris's family is going to pull the name, right, Chris? You're going
Yep.
to grab one of the kids? Great.
Yep.
All right. So you got colors already coming up on the right-hand side, Chris.
I'm looking at them.
And listen, people, let's not guess one of every color, okay? Uh, um, so anyway, let's get back. This is great. The colors won't keep coming up. This is so much fun. So keep going, guys. Anybody on there? I know there's a lot of people on here right now. So put it in. You got nothing to lose. Here's the nice thing about our show. It doesn't matter. This is an opportunity to practice. It's not really a right or wrong, because let me tell you, whatever you're picking up, you are picking up correctly. You just might not be the exact color we're specifying, but you're picking up a color for a reason. So, for argument's sake, I'm going to say the color black. If you wrote down black, so now you know that's not black. It could be that there's something going on for Chris and I. So this is like where we need to have extra protection up, and we're putting stuff up and extra walls, like so people can't read us. So you might be picking up the word black. So know that this is just a fun opportunity
Thank you,
to really
Becky.
practice. Chris is glowing tonight. Yes, she does. She glows all the time, that girlfriend. Real cute story. So I have these professional people that I work with, and I had to send them a picture of me, and Chris was in the picture, and the first thing the lady goes is, "Who's that glowing, brilliantly bright person with you?" I was like, well, working with me? Yeah, that's Chris. No, I didn't handle it that way. So that's my business partner and friend. So, yeah, guess. Guess is what I'm kind of getting at with that whole thing about, don't worry about getting it right or wrong. Guess a color. Please do not at least guess a color. A lot of times we think we're guessing and we're actually picking up something that's really there. So, in the meantime, we got people guessing on Facebook. It doesn't work on Facebook, guys. You have got to be logged in. But
I can't see Facebook, and I'm the
yeah,
one that's keeping
she's the
track.
one who has to do the polling. I'm the one that's scanning Facebook just to try to help out. And we got a question over on Facebook that I can take because we don't have one in this Q&A.
Okay.
Melissa, I'm also wanting to get my finances in order. Would it be wise to have my roommate of 11 years start handling my finances? My natural instinct is, what are you, nuts? But sorry, we'll go
I heard no
into it.
too.
Yeah, it's like, and then unless that person is a financial whiz, and no. And that's, Chris is getting it intuitively. I'm getting it.
Becky and Carolina got it no too.
Yeah, no, big no. Yeah, yeah. Melissa, no, sweetheart. That is not how you do not get your finances in order by giving them to somebody else. You get them in order by taking control over your spending. Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey. Look him up on Google. Dave Ramsey has a free radio show 5 days a week, will blow your mind away. You want to get right back on track? Chris uses one of his systems, but she didn't get it from Dave. I don't think you did you, Chris? The envelope
Um,
system?
no.
No, she just naturally does it. I use the same system as Chris, but I learned it from Dave. I thought it was great that she does it. Chris and I are not in massive debts. I mean, I don't have debt. I know, scary, huh? Can you imagine? I am debt free. I am debt free. I use the Dave Ramsey method. Okay. I love the man. He's a good heart, wonderful guy, but does not, he doesn't sugarcoat nothing. He's like, He's as bad as I am. Look him up. You will learn a lot. Do not turn your money over to somebody else of 11 years unless there's a ring on your finger that says I do, and you are both tied to it. You don't turn anything over. And even then, you should never turn it over. You should be partners in it. All right.
Gloria wants to know about her health.
Oh,
Gloria, back.
oh, what did it do? Come up in the chat?
Yeah, it's on the Zoom webinar chat.
Shame on you. Next time, put it in the other way. Okay. All right, Gloria. So I'm just using my little technique of seeing a silhouette and asking your silhouette to point to where the problem is. She's worried about her health, and I'm even experiencing pain now on my right side around my hip. Um,
I also got it between my shoulders and my chest. Like she's got to watch her heart.
watch her heart. Okay, so see, isn't that interesting? So you got two different intuitive people, two different psychics who are seeing two different things. So that's what I'm saying, guys. Throw in any color. Things are not wrong. We're just reading different radio stations. So I would absolutely keep an eye on your heart. Go see your doctor. Please don't say that the psychic said I have a heart issue, because we did not say that. We said go get it checked to be smart.
Yeah,
And
because for me, a heart issue could be an emotional issue. It
mhm.
doesn't necessarily have to be a physical issue. Okay.
And the hip issue that I'm feeling, I'm also seeing an exercise. So they're telling me we're not talking about hip replacement. We're talking about just
Fixing it.
strengthening. That's something that can be fixed on your own. So hope that helps, honey. Okay, Gina, my cousin Jolene is having technical difficulties getting into Zoom. She wants to know if her and her boyfriend will get back together. Why would she want to be back with that guy? I'm sorry. I mean, literally, that's what I heard. Why would she want to be back with that guy?
I got there's better
Money.
choices. Yeah.
Yeah. You want to be back with that guy because that guy has money. That guy has things, but that guy does not have what you need.
It doesn't have a common thread for her.
Yeah. I mean,
When it's convenient for him, not for her.
and workaholics, he's a workaholic. You are not. It's like being with an alcoholic, like being with a drug addict.
Right? You're
It's
not a
just
priority.
right. We just accept it because they work hard. Still an illness, still something that you don't want. So
Always going to put something before their highest good. When there's an aholic attached to it,
mhm.
shopaholic, workaholic, drug addict, drinker, gambler, whatever, their focus is on what's best for them, not what's best for the whole picture. So
Okay,
really,
I'm not saying he's that lovely word that Gina's saying. I'm just saying he's a workaholic.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. So do you want to give them another few minutes for those people who did not throw in the color? Come on, guys. I know
Oh,
who's online because
Gloria
I see
said
all
we
your
got
names.
affirmation from Gloria. She said, wow, yes, my right hip is hurting so bad. Also having lots of discomfort in my chest. There we go.
All right. So that's why you're concerned. You need to go see your family doctor. Tell him you are those exact issues, honey. Okay. So that he can make the proper medical analysis. And thank you for letting us know that we hit it. And see, isn't that cool? Chris was on one radio wave, and I was on a different radio wave. But
But
we're
we're on
both
the same.
right. So don't ever wonder, well, she's so much better than I am, and I'm not getting that. I'm getting this. You can't do that. We're all different radios. We all pick up what we need to pick up. We're all given the messages accordingly. So all right. What do you think, Chris? I know. Oh, Dave, good. I'm glad you guessed. Diane, Lisa, come on, guys. I don't want to call out names because I don't know if the system shows everybody who's on here, but there's a few of you quite a few of you on here that haven't guessed. Aaron, come on. You got to at least give us a color, Aaron. Casey wants yellow. Aaron, hi all. Nice to have
Hi,
you.
Aaron.
Give us a color, Aaron. I know you're capable. Gina's got red. Because I would say what, by 9:50? Because you got to get a kid, pull the name.
Yep.
All right, and real quick, while we are waiting for a few more colors or another question, any more questions about manifesting? How important it is. Remember, God's created with words. We create with words. Speak it into existence. My family while my children were growing up, we said morning prayers as a family every day. We literally knelt around my bed, my husband's bed. We would say our morning prayers, and then we would create our day. We're basically teaching the kids how to manifest, how to create what they want. And it'd be like, oh, I'm going to have no homework today. I mean, then they would half the time forget about it. And of course, they would end up with homework. And once in a blue moon, they didn't get homework. It was like, I did it. I created it. That was me. But what they really got was the power of their word. And I have 3 young men now. I mean, we're talking 28, 30, no, 27, 29, and 31. Phenomenal, powerful people who, when they speak into the universe, things happen. So teach your kids, practice it yourselves. And please, any other questions about manifestation, don't hesitate to throw them up. Taylor, this is such a cliche question, laugh out loud, but are my boyfriend and I ever going to get married? Is he the one? It's so funny. Yeah, this is weird. Chris, I'm getting, and I'm getting, he's the one, and no, they're not.
What? I didn't even understand the question.
Is her boyfriend the one? Are they ever going to get married, and is he the one? I'm getting he is the one, and they're not getting married.
He doesn't really think there's a need for it.
Ooh, someone's giving away the milk for free.
I think he feels really comfortable in the relationship. And I just get, he doesn't really think it's necessary and that she's not really that interested in it. I don't think that he thinks along those lines. You might want to have a serious talk with him about where the future lies. And
Because as it is right now, me and Chris were saying the same thing. He is the right one, but no. And a lot of times, ladies, it's simply because we don't say, you know what, I want a commitment.
right.
I am getting older. I don't, nothing personal. I love you. I want to be with you. But if this isn't what you want forever, I need to move on. While the girls are still up high and I'm still young. Once we start sagging, things change for us. Just reality.
Well, Shauna put something on the chat. It said, we want to do a shout out to Nora, who answered a question last week from my mom about a heart procedure she had done. Nora saw a positive result and success. Everything came out perfectly. Thanks, Nora.
You're welcome. And I had nothing to do with the outcome, but I'm happy that I had the right answer for you and help put your mom at ease. Erin's manifesting healing and power with a legal quest. And she even has, will my brand new legal issues be successful?
I heard yes very loudly.
I heard it very loudly. So
They're all over it on the other
you
side.
got a good lawyer. You do have, I'm being told but you still got to be on top of him and pay attention and make sure he doesn't get weak. So Chris, do you want to grab a kid so we can, everybody who wanted to put in a color should have put it in?
Sure. I will go find myself a youngin.
Okay.
Bye.
And I'll answer a few questions if that's all right. Lisa, I often feel guilty when sending out an affirmation to manifest good things, especially money. How can I stop feeling guilty about asking God for money and other material things? Everybody heard the message in their life that everybody has heard this at least once. Money is the root of all evil. Okay? Everybody knows that. Money is the root of all evil. But does anybody realize that that is not the whole sentence? That they cut off the first part of that sentence. The love of money is the root of all evil. Money is not the root of evil. A nice car isn't the root of evil. Sex isn't the root of evil. The love of money, the love of sex, the love of whatever that creates a mortal sin of some kind, the love of, because you're loving it over God. So you go ahead and ask for money. Jesus said, I came so that you can have abundance, so that you can have joy. So ask. It's
I
the love.
found a youngin.
Yay, we got a youngin. All right, so the color was yellow.
Okay, so you got to pick
Yeah.
one of these. Just
So
close your eyes and pick one.
Aaron's in there, Casey's in
Just
there.
put your finger on one.
There's quite a few of you guys in there because I know I've seen yellow flash
Which
by
one?
a few times.
That
So,
one? Okay. Ramir picked Gloria Bat, BHAT.
woohoo, 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 Gloria! You got a free ticket to the Atlantic City show. Those of you who would like to go to the show who do not have a free ticket, and those of you who were
Thank
given
you. That's all I need. Close my door.
passcodes and stuff like that, please get in there and make sure you pull down those tickets because we are 100% limited by the aquarium to 100 people. No exceptions. That includes Chris, me, and any of the volunteers that are assisting us. So technically, we only have like 93 tickets.
Plus all the ones we already sold
Right.
and the
True.
ones we're going to give away.
So please get in there. Gloria, message me your email, honey, and
The
I
other
will.
ones that were right were Aaron and Casey.
Nice job, guys. Erin couldn't have it anyway. I had to refund Erin her ticket because she got hurt. She already had bought a ticket and I had to refund it. God, I'm so sorry that happened to you, sweetheart. But for those of you who want to know more about the show, you can go to Into Intuition's page or you can go to Empowerment Through Intuition's page. Just right on top, click the link to learn more, or click the event link. It'll take you right to the event page, read all about it. You don't want to miss this. Chris and I have so much fun when we do live shows. We really, really do.
We call it a tissue shortage because there's really going to be one.
Mm-hmm.
Just imagine a full moon and all of us sitting on top of water surrounded by water. Oh, wow.
Chloe, I can't believe I won. Why not? You manifested it. Good girl.
You manifested $5 and a free ticket.
Technically, you manifested more than $5 there, honey. You just manifested a $150 ticket. So good for you.
Casey could see the color off of my face. That's not fair.
Well, no, that's excellent. That's excellent. Good for you. Let's see. Speak it into existence. This is Caroline. Then I can create what I haven't thought possible before. Absolutely. Um,
And money is just energy.
yeah, it really is. Um, I wasn't
I
going to share this, but I'm going to share it because this is a whole thing about manifestation. So I manifested last spring. I didn't manifest. I created. I'm going to speak this out. I will be on The View within a year. Okay? The View. In a year. I put that out in the universe. The only limit I put on it was a year because I needed to say it with authority. I will be on The View. I now have an opportunity to meet all these producers in New York, including The View, and pitch myself. So I think it's happening. I don't even have to
it's
cross
going
my
to
fingers. It
happen.
will happen. And I will be on other shows because I'm manifesting my reality like my kids did as they grew up, like all of you do every day. You just don't realize you do. So start thinking of what you think about. Stop thinking of the bad stuff. Put in positive and start creating. Alrighty. Percocet is ridiculous. Okay, I'm missing something because I just saw something about Percocets. Woo!
And
Oh,
Aaron saw you on Good Morning America. There you
yes,
go.
girlfriend, I'm going for that one too. I'm going to go for everything I can get my hands on when I'm up in New York for that week. I am going to I just know my manifestation, my way I'm going to manifest that is going to blow my reality up. And do I think I'm worthy of it? Of course not. But I know God knows I'm worthy of it. Loves me for being his child. So I have to get out of my own way so he can give to me. We block it, he doesn't. So as I grow, you all are going to keep growing and we're all going to support each other and root each other on. Don't forget that Chris and I offer a lot of different services. Please feel free to jump onto our websites. You got mine right there, into Intuition. And Chris's is Christine Gurganus. And whenever she gets a
.com.
green screen, we'll put it on hers. But you can find her on Facebook. You can just look for her on Facebook, and you got the spelling of her name right there. Put it into Google and check out her site, her services. We share the same emails, and we love to, send out reminders, talk about intuition, send out little tips. So you do have to go to my website to sign up for that. Or no, they can sign up on your website, right, Chris? Well, whatever.
Yeah,
Just get in there and sign up so that you get these nice little fun tips, and you also are kept abreast as to what we're talking about at the next show. Taylor,
my
thank
last
you for
name.
answering. I will be having a talk with him. Good girl. I'm sorry, Chris. I do want you to spell your last name.
That's all right.
When you go,
It's
Taylor,
G-U.
go ahead,
Oh,
spell the
okay, go
last
ahead.
name.
Gurganus. It's pronounced Gurganus, just
Spell
like
the
it's
whole thing. www dot.
dot Christine, Christine, Gurganus, Gurganus.
Dot
I'll put it
com.
in the chat.
Yeah, put it in the chat.
There
And
you go.
I'll throw it on the Facebook side. So in the meantime, Taylor, please, before you have the talk with him, do not say I'm going to have a talk with him, LOL, because then you're taking it light. It's going to like, oh, it's not going to. You want to manifest this. You want to visualize exactly how it's going to go, exactly what you want to come out of it, which is a proposal. So you want to see that engagement ring. Okay, you want to see the engagement ring being put on your finger, and you want to see him kneeling down. Have the intent. Know it's going to happen. Don't expect it to happen by the end of the week. Crying out loud, he's got to buy the ring. But when you want to see this in your mind, manifest it, I mean, visualize it, build it, know it, do it with prayer, guys. Prayer, prayer, prayer. Start off with a prayer, visualize, end with a prayer. Do that every day for a few days, even a week. I'm hearing 7 days for her. 7 days, then have a conversation with him. All
Or
righty?
propose to him, Erin says.
Propose to him. What the freak? Why not? You
Gloria
know?
says she talked to her husband and she can't make the date. So we're going to transfer it to the next person in line. It's Casey Hughes is the new winner for tonight.
Oh, Casey, congratulations. And thank you very much for telling us that you couldn't do it. And I'm sorry that you can't make it. Husbands. Oh, what are you going to do? But those of you who didn't win, please feel free to jump on the sites and learn about it. They're on our Facebook sites as well as on our on our websites. But Facebook is probably the easiest way to find out. Click on the events. I honestly have to decline as well. My daughter is having a vocal cord surgery. Okay, it's not meant to give away because Erin is the only other person.
Okay.
So
We'll
that
just
one
hold
goes
on to
back
this
into the
week's
pot.
ticket.
That one goes back into the pot. Wow, that's wild. Okay,
Isn't
well,
it?
listen, we'll keep your daughter in our prayers and we're going to have to wrap it up. Guys, thank you so much for another awesome week. Chris,
Thank you. Have a nice night.
love you all. Thank you and God bless. Bye bye.
Take care. Bye bye.